Thank you, Commissioner Dennehy. Before Jamie speaks, I want to acknowledge some other reps who have joined us and staff from senators' offices. Will you please raise your hands or stand so that we can thank you for coming? They're standing.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Jamie Ayers, and I am from EPICA. EPICA is ex-prisoners and prisoners organizing for community advancement. I am on the board of the directors there. I'm an addict, and I am also an ex-offender and considered a habitual offender. I'm here today to ask the House and the Senate to fix this bill that we call the Three Strikes Bill, because this not only affects the most atrocious and hardened criminals, but it affects people like myself who have been rehabilitated or can be rehabilitated. And it certainly is not fair. You know, I just want to say a little bit about myself. You know, I come from a decent family. I unfortunately married young and had a child, and I didn't realize that I was entering into a violent relationship. In those days, which was back in the late 70s, early 80s, you stayed married. You didn't do a whole lot of talking. You didn't tell what was going on inside of your house. And I became full of shame, embarrassed, mortified, and let anybody know what was going on. I married an addict. And eventually, I picked up drugs too. And I forgot all the pain that was in my life. My ex-husband, I have since divorced, my husband had gone to prison, and during a 7-year span from the early 90s to probably almost like 97, 98 years old, I had a little run with crime. Luckily, it had this bill was not, I'm sorry, what am I supposed to say? Luckily, this bill was not the law in those days. Had this bill been in effect, I would have done 10 years minimum in prison, to a cost of the taxpayers of roughly $470,000. Okay. I have 4 children. Let's put all of them in foster care, add up how much that would cost for 10 years, as well as the harm that it would cause them psychologically.
That's right.
I was sentenced to jail, which I deserved to go. I took responsibility for my actions. I do want to mention my habitual offenders. I had 1 assault and battery, and that did not even require an emergency room visit. Okay. While I was in prison, I was fortunate enough to be allowed to go to an AA and NA meetings there, which I attended because I was sentenced to be bored to death, and prison's a horrible place. There's no programs, trust me. There's not enough. So we went to every meeting we possibly could, every church we possibly could, regardless of the religion or the sect. You know, and we sang. I just want to tell you, when I came home from prison, the first thing I did was get my children back, because they were the most important things to me in my life. I was fortunate enough that my mother and sister had intervened. After that, I enrolled in school, and I was able to achieve my first college degree in business administration. Do the right thing. Go to college, go to work, or go to the service. And that's what they chose. I'm very proud of them. My stepdaughter is a nurse. She's an LPN. I have 2 daughters in college now working to be our children's future teachers. My children know the dangers of drug addiction and offending, breaking laws. I've never lied to them about it. I just want to say, you know, my educational journey is not over. I will be graduating in May with a college degree in human services, where I hope to continue my work. I just want to ask the House and Senate again to please reconsider this bill. Look at the people it is affecting. I was rehabilitated. Most people are allowed to be, you know, they have the capacity or the capabilities to be rehabilitated. Let's give us a chance. Let's see what we can do. Put some of that money into the rehabs, the houses, the treatment programs, instead of locking us up, leaving us in purgatory, and throwing the key away. Thank you. I'm so nervous that I forgot to introduce Mr. Max Stern, who is a partner and criminal defense lawyer for Stern, Shapiro, Weisberg, and Garrett.